They couldn't get worse. I opened the door and remembered. These eggs been cooking for an hour. Y'all, the water is gone. My Uber comes in 10 minutes.
$1,000 of my inheritance. Now you talking about you want to take a break? That's using me. I gave him $50,000, y'all, for Christmas.
Yeah, you said out of your inheritance.
Out of my inheritance that my grandmother left me.
Okay.
But this is how he gonna do me. He gonna do me. Look at him, y'all. Look at him, y'all. A gold digger. A gold digger. Look at him all souped up, dressed up and stuff. Look at how he did me. Taking advantage of me, y'all. Look at him. Look at him.
You're gonna have
old player.
Old player. You drawing attention to yourself.
A player.
You drawing attention to yourself.
A player. That's all. He ignorant. Look at y'all. Look, he ignorant.
We'll talk. I will be over later, and we will talk about this.
He ignorant, y'all. Look, we right here at the bank, and he gonna use me for $50,000. I was nice enough, but this is how he do me. This is how he do me. He ain't no good, y'all. Look at him. Get a good look at him, y'all. He a player. No, you ain't going nowhere.
Whatever, Tiff.
You're not going nowhere.
Back up.
You're not going nowhere.
Back up, please.
No. He ain't going nowhere. No. You're not going nowhere. Look at him. Get a good look. No, you're not going to do me like that. No. I gave you $50,000 of my inheritance. Now you talking about you want to take a break? That's using me.
Through my roommate how terrible it was.
You were proposed to by Charlie in 20... Hey, Erika, what about the guys you dated before Charlie?
I was here for 5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was.
You were proposed to by Charlie in 2020. You started dating him in 2018. And 3 years before that, you were dating this guy, Tyler Massey. I mean, you guys would do couples photo shoots. This is still online. And this is only 3 years before you started dating Charlie.
He's in heaven.
Yeah, and 2 years later, you were dating this guy, Cabot Phillips, and here he is posting you guys on his public page saying, yes, we're that couple who gets painting lessons together. Again, this is a year before you started dating Charlie, and well within the 5-year period you claim to have never dated anyone, but you were out here dissing your roommate for dating.
I always thought it was very strange how she would go to drinks with one guy and then go to dinner with another. Somehow getting drinks was the replacement of having coffee and breakfast. I personally would rather have coffee or brunch with someone than go. I don't drink. I find it unproductive.
And why are you here drinking and dating on a reality show that actually was filmed the year you met Charlie? So you obviously were dating. So I'm not understanding your timeline. I mean, you're talking to a guy here who's asking you out on a date and you're taking his number? And here you are on your date.
I've honestly spent the majority of my life being one of the most sought-after bachelors. Oh, great. But I'm just really excited to spend some one-on-one time with Erika. I really do like her, and I'm excited to get to know her a little bit more.
Erika, hello? I just want to understand how you so confidently lied to our faces when this footage was on national television, and you know the footage is out there. The pictures of your boyfriends that you dated are still public online, and you know that, but you still lie like this.
Stop.
Wait, isn't Cabot Phillips your ex-boyfriend? Why is he now the speaker of Turning Point USA? Leading speeches of how to lead like Charlie. What's going on, Erika?
Stop.
He's also the senior editor for the Daily Wire, the one outlet that your husband was having active beef with at the time, connected to Netanyahu. So
stop.
Right. So what else are you lying about? Because you're a liar. Point blank period. You're a liar. And we just proved that. So this is still publicly accessible on social media. And you lied about that. You also lied about dating, but you were on a reality show dating the same year you met Jesse. You know what I mean? What else are you lying about? Like bigger things? Are you lying about bigger things? Because this is small and you'd really easily with like a straight face, you lie. So like, what, Cause sure.
Stop.
I believe by the end of next month, there's going to be 50 people lined up along the street.
Your thoughts about how the economy is doing right now?
I think the economy is doing fine. I think the president, with all the tariffs and all the things that people are complaining, aren't looking about the effects it's going to have afterwards.
So when he says that the affordability crisis is a hoax, you believe that?
I believe in anything that Donald Trump is doing. He was a successful businessman.
And given your personal situation, you still believe that he's making America great again?
Yes, ma'am.
He mentioned that the affordability crisis was a hoax.
Oh, he is such a liar and bull.
Do you feel he has failed people like you?
Oh yeah, he's failed everybody.
What's up, guys? Thanks for welcome back to Gaslit News. What's up? That was crazy. I wanted to show you guys like all of that. This show may be a long show, and I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm not gonna give a lot of excuses other than it is that time of the month. I have a cold that my daughter gave me. She also is trying to be a hairdresser, so she thinned my edges trying to make baby hair. That should be enough for today. So yeah. All right. We're starting out with Steeped Online. So Diddy is Diddy Kai Sanat. Okay. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know if you guys have seen this. So I gotta show you guys something really quickly. So basically, while I'm getting this up, there's a channel, shout out to Fittest Flat Earther. And I have been semi-obsessed because, oh my gosh, I used to do Doppelganger Fridays at a job that I had. I'm really good at, because I also worked for a plastic surgeon. I worked for doctors my entire life. So it's like, well, most of my life, only since very recently have I stopped working for doctors. So I've worked with all different kinds of people from all walks of life, you know, small, short, skinny, frail, you know, huge, brown, you know, white, pale, all those things. And so I know people's faces pretty darn well. I would like to think so. So I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience. I'm not gonna put on the Jocelyn Hernandez reel over here. And so in any event, I had Doppelganger Fridays. I came up with this thing because I would say, oh my gosh, you look like Sylvester Stallone and you look like this person. And then I watched like a lot of movies because of my mom. So, you know, I could really see, you know, the bone structure of people and there's different odd things that I like too, like imperfect teeth. I love imperfect teeth. So I'm all in your mouth like, oh my gosh, look at those teeth. You know what I mean? And then I love noses, you know, just certain little odd noses, right? You know, so these are very important landmarks of a face, of faces that I'm, you know, constantly. So I'm looking at these people over time, and you guys have seen these videos. I'm about to share their screen now. You guys have seen these videos where they'll have like a person from Hollywood. They have one of like Jay-Z, Denzel Washington. So remove that one. Got it. remove it from the studio. Okay. So, okay, let me make sure I can be heard. I should be able to be heard because I'm not on mute anymore. Okay. So they have one of Jay-Z, and they have this guy from like years ago, and he looks just like Jay-Z sitting on a porch. And then they have like some other ones that I've seen with his channel. Okay. So what I was thinking at first was that these people, they obtain a certain amount of money, and then they're able, they're in their elite club, which is basically witchcraft, right? But I started to realize, with the help of the fittest flat earther, that all of this is real. Like all of the things that they presented to us on television was really just a way of saying, listen, this is happening, and now you know. And also, it's almost like that invitation that the vampire needs to get into your home. Also, you have to invite it in. Like that's one of the rules. And so it's like, if we put all of this thing on television in front of your face, and you're not only are you watching it, you're giving that watch time to it, you're going out to the movie theaters, you're paying your money, your earned time. So somebody's going to work and they're making this money and they're handing that check over to the lady or the kid, and then they're going to the movie. And then you're watching a bloody vampire movie. Does it become blood money at some point? I'm not really sure. Well, probably, yeah, very soon. So in any event, maybe these were like subtle invitations, maybe just more than saying, hey, now we've told you. In any event, so you got that going on. So I thought that maybe they were just time traveling, and you had to get a certain amount of money. You can get into witchcraft, like the big deal witchcraft, right? Because it's like governed by demons straight away. And so then they were letting people time travel. But the thing is, they were going back in time, but they weren't able to actually live better lives or do anything different. They were only able to cause these Mandela effects, these ripples, because they were literally going back in time, right? It was happening. But something's happening where, well, we know what's happening. It's the Lord. They're not able to change things. Okay, so let's just watch this. So at least you can, if you get where I'm going with this at all. In any event, they're not time traveling, not all of them. So there are witches, there are wizards, there are vampires, there are wolfmen. And they show us this in the Egyptian hieroglyphics. I've even seen it in my Indian heritage. So there are these things.
Kai and Diddy and Kai. Diddy and Kai. Diddy and Kai. Kai and Diddy. And Diddy and Kai. And Kai and Diddy. Kai and Kai. Diddy and Kai. A lot of people have speculated on this one, and well, I figured it was time I put my...
This guy's the real deal. And let me just say, and this is why I always talk about like my healthcare background and the Doppelganger Fridays, because any surgeon or doctor will tell you there's no two people with the same scar. It is impossible. Even twins don't have the exact same birthmarks. There's no two people that live the exact same walk in life. But what there is a person who's lived a very long time. Also, remember Benjamin Button. Remember, so the vampires can down their ages as well to a certain point. They can down their ages. I don't know at how young, but they can do that. And so this is why I said remember Benjamin Button, because I do believe that shit. I didn't watch that whole movie. I didn't watch it at all. I knew the premise of it, and at this point, I was just way out of whatever they were trying to get us to believe or hand us over. So I just like really fell out of all the. My mom got me into all that Hollywood movie crap. So in any event, So they're able to dial down their ages. And you will never, only the people closest to them know that they're not always available, or they're here, or they're not there. And so I think this is the reason for these NDAs, because again, this is a pool of many different kinds of sharks. There are witches, there are warlocks, there are wolfmen, there are vampires, and there are many, many, many more. Right now, they have everyone saying, look up, look up, look up, because they're coming, but they're already here. They've already been here. And not only that, there's a war coming. So they really want to distract you. All these things seem to be released out in our timeline purposefully on a schedule, because while we're doing this, we can reveal this, because they've been looking for the answer to this since this time. So now give them this, give them that, give them this, give them that. So you're like all over the place, because you got things you can't afford. You got vampires. You have sick people running the government. And if you don't understand that this is a spiritual battle, and we do battle with principalities, then I feel very sorry for you. But yeah, we all got to pray for each other.
Fingerprint on it. Kai and Diddy. Diddy and Kai.
Wait, I know. I'm sorry. I got to press the mute button. I got to remember to.
Now watch how they both use a finger in a second here to point down. Totally normal mannerisms that everybody has, is rolling their finger and using the, you're safe. You're safe. You're safe at home. I gotcha. I gotcha. But of course, all this for entertainment purposes. I know that even though their markings on their face have the exact same distance and angle as each other, because he just removed that one and it's still there. You can literally see the hole in his face right there that used to be there. I know it's just a coincidence, guys. Like I said, these things happen. And even though they have the exact same stupid chin beard, he just shaves a little bit more of it. Now it's all just coincidence, especially that one being a hole in his face again and that being a mole. No.
These monitors, it's a mess. So I just wanted to pause it there, because again, back to the vampire thing, because he says it too, because it's that this, because when there's only certain types of beings, and either way will go back to something demonic. But when you go, I've seen so many vampire movies, right? And here's the thing too, they have money. They're not a fighting group. So you would have chosen a field, a career, a job that would put you in a place where you would sit back and not get too many of these scars. Because that's the thing. They also can't heal from all kinds of scars. So there's certain battles that they've battled that they cannot heal all of those scars. So in the movies, they're telling you things, but of course they're not telling us the complete. I think they are telling us the complete thing. I think it's just all laid out for us to figure out. But in any event, there are scars that I believe they get in certain battles that they cannot heal from. And this is why there's still remnants from the person that they were to the person they're transitioning in. Now, I would bet any amount of money, and I'm not wishing death on anybody. But I think that Diddy's probably going to go away soon. And he's already gone away. People have even said that the man that's arrested does not look like Diddy. Let me make sure I can be heard. He doesn't look like Diddy. And you guys can pull up like those photos. I don't want to spend too much time on on that, but it's a serious thing. It's very serious because this is really boils down to idol worship. And there's only a certain amount of them, like 200 fallen angels, that maybe keep on recreating themselves over and over and over again through different people. But I think, and this is, oh gosh. Okay.
Diddy's really on trial.
Let him finish. Oh yeah, and check out the fittest flat earther. This guy's on fire.
Yeah, he's really in court right now. And that's definitely still him, even though he looks completely different. He definitely didn't change his roles as they do without faking his death, because sometimes they do it ahead of the game. So when he dies in a little while, you're gonna not be aware that they had already switched his roles. So when I do this video in a year or two, you're like, well, Kai was already there, and then did he die?
Do you see that? Do you see this? This is like unreal. The symmetry, the length of his face going down in this picture, and then it's more oval and rounded, and this one is like a shorter face. This is a shorter face. This is slim. This is not. So men, it's not a situation where he's gonna lose so much weight and be like this is crazy.
You figured it out. I'm sick of figuring it out for you. Of course, it was for entertainment only, though. I know these are different people, of course. Well, they actually are. Even though they're not supposed to be. That's both supposed to be him. These guys, they're different people, even though they have the exact same symmetry and scars and stupid chin beard. And yeah, entertainment only, people. Come on. I know there's no funny business going on. They're always on the up and up on TV. They tell us the truth every time, especially in the government. Entertainment only.
If you guys want a little deeper dive on this, I get a little bit more detail in my subscription area because they would have taken it down.
And you can go on TikTok and you can look at all of those things on there. Like there's really, it's really something going on. And I do believe that's why this thing has come up now with Kai's girlfriend supposedly cheating on him. It's just to kind of distract you from the fact that that isn't really Kai. So whether or not that is one person, one vampire who is Diddy and sometimes Kai, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. But I think what I think that happened in Kai's situation is it's not him right now, whoever that is. And I do believe if you have a certain amount of money, you are able to, I guess what they call destiny swap with someone. I think that's probably what Diddy did in this situation with Kai, because Kai had no business in these circles anyway. And I would think that he probably wasn't covered. Because his mom just thought he was just going to be like a gamer. He's supposed to be just, oh, and also they said that his mom like cried and told him, don't let this guy cut your hair. It's Guy LeBron. So, she felt something in her spirit. My gosh. So let's see. Yeah, so I think that's, oh my gosh. So yeah, that was my closing commentary. All right, guys, it is time. I'm gonna get this together. Dum. Sector watch. So before we get into it, because it is sector watch. It's not just beef sector watch. But yeah, guys, I want to show you guys this. I thought this was so crazy and this was such a shame. And I think this is what happened in a situation that we most recently saw on YouTube with a content creator. And I think that and I'm not one of those people. I'm gonna say the name. You know what I mean? But moreover, I feel like this is what's going on in life. This is what's going on in life, man. Share screen. And whoever got this on like camera was a real message. Like it like this was so on purpose. So did you guys see this? That was a mess. That was a mess that didn't even have to go down like that. Did you see that? Did you see that? That was a mess. Did you see what really is going on here? They could have had that bread. This don't make hold up. Somebody once said, shout out to Miriam. I believe it was Miriam. Miriam once said that, you know, she believes that the pie is big enough for everybody on YouTube. She's absolutely right. Because people are going to watch what they want to watch. Nobody's being forced to do any of this. You know what I'm saying? And thank you. And hit the bell. Like this video if you like this video. And share it. So, and consider subscribing to the channel. So, this is really sad because I'm looking at these. I didn't even think. Did you even think that at some point a bigger rat was going to come along and take the bread? That's what ultimately happened at the end. But even before that, did you think that they would be fighting it for so long that the train would finally come and possibly pummel them while they're fighting for the bread and not sharing it. Excuse me. It's getting gaslit in here. So in any event, it makes absolutely no sense. And so because they were not willing to share that very, very, very big piece of bread, they both went without it. Some bigger, fatter rat comes out of the side of the wall, takes it, and he's gone. 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 Because he's smart enough to know that train is coming. Right? And he probably was watching them fight the whole time, watching them tire themselves out. He's right looking like, I'm just going to chill because whoever get it, because they're going to run this way because the train coming from that way. Whoever get it, I'm just going to chase him down because I'm a big fat rat. See what I'm saying? The whole time. So I just found this very, very, very pertinent. It's a very, 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 very strong message and lesson, I think, to people everywhere, and especially to Americans. This happened in the biggest city, in like the city of your dreams, the city of New York. You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like this is a message to all Americans. Like, to everybody, everywhere, in every industry, bro, we cannot keep fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? This is really scary because I almost felt like it could be prophetic, a prophetic message. Like, bro, things are gonna get so bad here that you guys are gonna be little people fighting over a big piece of bread. But the cat, the biggest fat rat, not really cat, but the fattest rat is gonna wind up getting it, and you guys are just gonna be running from a train. Then you guys are gonna be running for your lives, not even worrying about the bread. Whoa! And that seems so like not surreal, like surreal not gonna happen, but so surreal. Like, you know what I mean? Like super real. You know what I'm saying? Terrible, man. Awful. So that was the first story I had for Steeped Online. And that was important for me to share with you guys. So thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for sticking around for that. Next up, so Donut has a few words, and I'm going to change the title later. I just honestly did not have time. As you can see, even the live was started late. Donut has a few words for all of us content creators. I'm not a person that takes things to the heart, right? Or personally or anything. Because I know who he's talking about. But here's the thing. I do think there's an issue when you put all these people in a bunch. You know what I'm saying? And it's constant, and it's so bad. Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna show you guys. Oh gosh, it's so bad. It's so bad. And the thing is, yeah, I'm just gonna discuss it as we watch it. So his channel is completely gone now. Who am I going to play first? Donut on, I don't know if we're talking about Armon. I don't know if we're talking about Wiley or AT2 in this one. He's talking about one of the both of them. Because it does say something like, Wiley, so you funny looking somebody or something like that. But then I think he thinks both of them are funny looking, so I'm not really sure. And this was after AT2 did a video, like just speaking on the fact that Donut's channel is gone. This is what I don't understand. Why, if these two people if it was such a big deal, right? AT2 felt like it was such a big deal that, let me make sure this has,
bitch, I'm not listening to a second. I'm respond to you and you keep going.
Spawn
330 being able to say
excuse me, I have allergies. So what I don't understand is, why did AT2 play like he was so upset with me for interviewing Donut after I interviewed him, if in fact this is something that he does? This is something that they do. This is something that they've been doing. They go back and forth. Nobody needs to hold either end of the jump rope so that they can do double dutch together. That is not what needs to happen. These two can play this game all by themselves. So, I don't know why that happened, because he literally, like, Donut is gone now. Donut is not on YouTube. Now, there is, shout out to This Is a Call for an Uprising. There's a channel, there's a brand called This Is a Call for an Uprising, and he does what Donut has been doing, but he's been doing it way harder, way longer, and he's doing it for an actual purpose. He keeps on trying to reveal things that, like I revealed earlier in the video, and just like all of the different devious things that are going on in our world. And so he keeps on, I guess, shout out to Mouth TV, he keeps on what they say is subservientizing. I don't know, but it was a great word. And says that he keeps on doing that just in order to, be back on YouTube. So I don't know why AT2 felt like he needed to even say anything about that, other than he enjoys the whole, jumping rope with Donut, going back and forth thing. This is funny because I literally said to myself when I saw that his channel was gone, I was like, bro, I know for a fact that some of these content creators are literally like relieved, and that's crazy. That's kind of crazy, but I just knew that, right? Because it's the oddest thing that people will make their entire lives and any kind of money off of talking about people, but they cannot stand when someone is dead. Speak on them, darling. That's so thin-skinned. It's so weird and it's so strange, but it is it's the makeup of a lot of content creators on here that speak on other people for monetary value. And it's so strange. So anyway, I knew that was a thing. And then AT2 literally says, I don't think it was so late now, I couldn't even watch the whole thing. He goes, I can breathe easy now that you're gone. I was like, what? Imagine that. Imagine someone actually like making a difference on how you inhale and exhale, and they're like nowhere near you is crazy business.
We weren't properly served. Motherfucker, I know how to serve you. Okay? You got a court order, bitch, to give up your identity or whoever named that channel is in. And that channel has been active for years. So whoever the fuck the channel name in, we gonna say that that's you. That's just what it is, bitch. You ain't gonna be able to crank up no other platform and escape that. You want to talk about other people and use other people to build your fucking stalking ass brand, bitch. You like literally, you are totally fucking irrelevant. You are the worst type of cyber stalker online, bitch. A nigga like me don't respond to you, and you keep going and going and going, bitch. For what? Pick somebody that wants to go back and forth. Pick somebody that finds value in going back and forth with your ugly ass, bitch. Ain't nobody scared of you, bitch. You just a nigga on a motherfucking app. Fuck wrong with you, bitch. I pay you motherfucking dust. I ain't watching you, motherfucker. And if you make another video about me, we gonna do the same thing. Come and get a time code where your ass can and will be motherfucking reported. And that's it, bitch. I'm not listening to a second on no fucking lullaby music. And if you support me, then you support the cause, bitch. Fuck you talking about. If you see this goofy ass motherfucker with my name in the fucking title dragging me, why the fuck?
So I don't know who that was. I don't know who he was talking about in that situation. I think it was AT2. So in that situation, he was given a reason. He was given a reason because he was talked about first. This is the thing I don't understand. This is what I didn't understand.
His mother paid for his sister to get her own apartment when she went to college. Even though he went to the same college and flunked out, he wanted to reapply to outdo his sister and to steal her moment and beat his own mama up just because his mother purchased his sister, her own apartment, and he had to share one. Pulled her by the hair and beat her in the face, windmilling. Fought his mama like a bitch in the streets. never read. My mom, if I would have ever even thought about some like that, my mom would have been like that lady out of Miramar in Florida. The lady that shot the shit out of her son for talking shit and saying he was gonna put his hands on her. She shot him in the thigh and went to jail. That would have been my mother. On some Medea type of shit. Oh, bless your heart. And then his attorney with her goofy ass, slow ass. Literally, his attorney is slow. She admitted it in court records.
So this is definitely Armon that he's talking about in this one. This is a shame. This is a real shame because this actually happened just when his channel was terminated. And then recently, Wiley, I think I have that. Wiley says, this was like late last night, Wiley went live and he said that Donut saw Armon at the club and he was recording him, and Armon didn't know that he was recording. And then he starts putting this thing up on his Twitch saying that, you know, trying to start a rumor, a narrative that Armon stinks or whatever. That is just weird. This is just too much. So now, so now I completely, that's what I thought it was in the first situation when I heard Armon's live. And then when I spoke to Donut, giving him the benefit of the doubt, I'm like, okay, I can see where maybe that can kind of be construed. And again, my own hypothesis was that, okay, he's pulling a Wiley where he wants to ride the kid's name into the algorithm, you know, in order to regrow his channel brand and everything like that. But like I even said, that didn't, you know, it helped Wiley, but it didn't help Wiley, you know, mentally. That affected Wiley. It didn't help Wiley's mental well-being doing something like that. This has way crossed the line. And Wiley said it was on Donut's Twitch. Now, I went to the Twitch. It's not up there. I'm pretty sure that, of course, he took that down because that's going to be proof that you are stalking. This is bad. This is as bad as it looks. This is stalking. And this is why. So in the video I did with the whole thing, when he's talking about being a Mason, I suggested what I suggested to you, Donut, because you watch this, you're going to watch everything about yourself. I suggested the Lord Jesus Christ. I didn't know that you had a history of sort of making fun of people that proclaim Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. I didn't know that. I found this woman. I found a video that got like 16,000 views. I found this video last night. I'm pretty sure you all have seen it. And I mean, it's pretty bad. And all she's doing is literally going through the transcripts of what Donut is saying. Oh gosh. So, well, yeah. At the end of the day, there's people, it even says it in the Bible, there's people that can come in at the last minute and give their lives to Jesus Christ, and he's still going to be there for them. So it is never too late. This is really bad and horrific because I feel like something bad is going to happen in this situation. Once you get to a point where you're showing up where this person is, and you are in a court, how are you going to explain that, Donut? He's currently, you were like winning. You were winning from your own admission. So why even go near him? This is very strange. This is very strange. And even I'm gonna hear you say,
these are facts. His attorney said that she is this.
The fact that he's even speaking on the case is strange and shows obsessive behavior. Like, you are a content creator. You are now been removed from YouTube. This is your Twitch. Why are you still talking about this guy? Nobody, like, he did better when he talked about, I don't know, with some other crap, but it wasn't Armon, because people, like, they're gamers. Like, that's a space where you really have to have something about you in order to grow. And it's like, I think, a more narrow avenue to grow on Twitch because it's literally for gamers. So it's not like you can just start any kind of niche. So I just don't even see a person that's learning from their mistakes. But again, he has up until the day he dies. So I hope and pray.
Hey, go back and watch it. The attorney
He
had
is someone's son, you know?
she stalked the judge. The judge had to go into the case and do a case review and say that Mr. Big Gum's attorney stalked her and the court stalked her on social media.
So that was Armon. This one, I hope I don't have that one where he's talking about all the YouTubers, because it's really nasty. It's really nasty.
Located at 2710 Gateway Oaks Drive, Sacramento, California, 95833, okay?
I think this one is Danny Robertson.
Y'all ain't seen no delays in my case with YouTube being able to say we weren't properly served. Motherfucker, I know how to serve you. Okay? You got a court order, bitch, to give up your identity or whoever name that channel is in. And that channel has been active for years. So whoever the fuck the channel name in, we gonna say that that's you. That's just what it is, bitch. You ain't gonna be able to crank up no other platform and escape that. You wanna talk about other people and use other people to build your fucking stalking ass brand, bitch. You like literally. You are totally fucking irrelevant. You are the worst type of cyber stalker online, bitch. A nigga like me don't respond to you. You keep going and going and going, bitch. For what? Pick somebody that wants to go back and forth. Pick some.
I have another clip on here. I think I still have it, where he's just basically saying he doesn't want anything to do with YouTubers, and he's glad, you can stay over there and all this kind of stuff. But it's strange because everybody he's talking about is actually on YouTube, and they have their brands on YouTube. They're not actually on Twitch to hear anything he's saying unless they go over to Twitch to hear him. And in that case, wouldn't that mean that they're supporting him? So then why even waste the time? Why even waste the time doing it? I'm not sure. And furthermore, I don't know. I just think that I think it's a good idea that Donut actually, I'm sorry, not Donut. I think it's a good idea that Armon got that restraining order because he needed it. Because Wiley's saying, I guess I could go to Wiley's channel. I don't do that though. I usually just make the clip of it, but I could do that. No. No, because Wiley was going on and on and on. He was going on and on and on, and I cannot deal with that. Yeah. It all boils down to time. That's why I don't watch as many content creators or this content that I used to. But yeah. So I did make a clip of it and then passed out and went to sleep. So I'm about to send it to myself and then I'm going to share it. So Wiley says that you showed up at the club and recorded him without his knowledge, Donut, and that's crazy. That's actually literally crazy, and you cannot explain that. You cannot explain that. You cannot say that you don't want anything to do with somebody, but you keep on going near them. And also, again, with that whole YouTuber thing, it's weird to talk about people who are not on the same platform as you anymore. That is really weird. And it's like you have to seek help. Oh, I said it to myself twice. You have to seek help about this. Because this is going to wound up in a bad situation for you and, God forbid, either one of you, but you and Armon, because it seems like there's something in your spirit that gets agitated when he's around. So I don't understand why not just stay away from the kid. I really don't get it. And I'm literally only following the both of you on Twitter for the drama to see what you guys say, but I don't get notified. So just so you guys know, you know what I'm saying? I have absolutely no. The only dog that I may have in this fight is the fact that, it's Jesus Christ, because I was going to say is the fact that I want to see as many people get to the kingdom of heaven as possible, because, that's a win for Jesus Christ, right? But that's, you know what I'm saying? You guys got to figure all that stuff out for yourself. But definitely, I've said it to him. I told him what he needs to do. All right, here goes I'm going to put it over here. And it just doesn't seem like, well, this is something else this is something else I realized about Donut too. I noticed. I feel like he wrestles with demons. And we all battle with temptation, principalities, things like that, right? But in his own admission, he battles with demons, or a demon. By his admission, it's a demon. But what I notice is not only is he battling with a demon, he enjoys it. So he enjoys battling with this demon. And he enjoys battling with demons. And not in a way I'm not seeing the vigilante of it in this moment or in this situation with Armon. This is looking bad. So I gotta try to play the thing again. Let me be sure, because I'm so. Yeah, all right. I'm connected both ways. So I'll try to add it again.
So I was just taking practice exams, just to see, you know what I'm saying? She didn't go to nursing school. She after the criminal justice didn't go to school for I'm watching his Twitch, y'all. He posted the video. And on the video,
you see Armon Wiggins in his gear. He had a mask on, like a Pusheisty mask, all black gloves. And you see Denot recording him, and then Denot paying the camera to his Denot friend, Denot paying it to his friend. And I'm like, now hold up, wait a minute. So he paying the camera back. You clearly see Armon don't even know he's being recorded. Armon not paying attention to him. Armon didn't say, what's up, what you doing? He ain't bumping to him. I did see one of Armon's friends right there. They wasn't bothering him. One paying Denot no mind. So Denot ran to Twitch, y'all. Put out a narrative. I need y'all to like this video. I need y'all to like this video. Went to Twitch, put out a whole story. That Denot was like, it smells so bad. Armon smelled bad, like a bad BBL. That's what he said in his live. So then he called his friend. The friend was like, I'm grocery shop, what's up? So tell the people what went on. Well, I was high and I was drunk. The friend was high and drunk. And so the friend was trying to take Denot's side, but really did not know all the details. you know how your friend know you wrong, but the friend, so he try to take the nice side, and then.
You heard it from the Wiley Show. My good night. And you know, Wiley, I don't know how Wiley got caught. Oh, maybe Armon called Wiley. It was like, Wiley, this guy is crazy. You gotta let these people know that he da-da-da-da-da-da, or some crap like that. Oh my gosh, that is so bad. It's gotten pretty dangerous. So it's pretty dangerous when you can't even go somewhere in your town. And so, you know, if that all happened, hopefully Armon got whatever the proof that he needed. You know what I'm saying? I hope that he does get the restraining order, because it's going to be good for both of them. You know, clearly there needs to be space between them. And also there needed to be, oh my gosh, 1 second. I cannot believe this. Oh, I'll play the reels.
Frivolous with your products, man. You're slapping the table, they're flying everywhere, you're tossing the glasses.
They're unbreakable.
Unbreakable?
They're unbreakable. Break them.
Step on it right now.
No, you step on them.
It's your product.
You step on them.
Go ahead.
Speedy, step on them.
I can't do that.
You can.
I bet you I can break these.
They're unbreakable. Speedy.
They're not unbreakable.
Speedy.
Don't tell me they're unbreakable.
Listen,
Don't challenge me.
Listen.
Don't challenge me, Ray. I will break them.
Listen, Speedy, they're unbreakable. They cannot break. It's impossible. I don't care.
I just feel like you're so frivolous with your products, man. Frivolous with your products, man. You're slapping the table, they're flying everywhere, you're tossing the glasses.
They're unbreakable.
Unbreakable?
They're unbreakable. Break them.
Step on it right now.
No, you step on them.
It's your product.
You step on them.
Go ahead.
Speedy, step on them.
I can't do that.
You can.
I bet you I can break these.
They're unbreakable. Speedy.
They're not unbreakable.
Speedy.
Don't tell me they're unbreakable.
Listen,
Don't challenge me.
Listen.
Don't challenge me, Ray. I will break them.
Listen, Speedy, they're unbreakable. They cannot break. It's impossible. I don't care.
I just feel like you're so frivolous with your products, man. Frivolous with your products, man. You're slapping the table, they're flying everywhere, you're tossing the glasses.
They're unbreakable.
Unbreakable?
They're unbreakable. Break them.
Step on it right now.
No, you step on them.
It's your product.
You step on them.
Go ahead.
Speedy, step on them.
I can't do that.
You can.
I bet you I can break these.
They're unbreakable. Speedy.
They're not unbreakable.
Speedy.
Don't tell me they're unbreakable.
Listen,
Don't challenge me.
Listen.
Don't challenge me, Ray. I will break them.
Listen, Speedy, they're unbreakable. They cannot break. It's impossible. I don't care.
I just feel like you're so frivolous with your products, man. You slap.
I cannot take it off. So guys, I want to talk about this before we get out of here. So there were a significant amount of fires that were going on in California throughout the summer, throughout last year, but I mean really, really, really bad fires, right? And oh gosh, I gotta make a whole little sound and whole little segment clip for this woman's channel, because I really, really encourage everyone to go to her channel and to watch her channel, the Master's Voice Prophecy blog. So there were lots and lots of fires during the summertime, and pruning the ground, right? It seems to be now, right? Because you burn, what happens when you burn and burn and burn, say, wood, right? You burn wood, and then you wet it. You get mush.
Storm left a trail of destruction in our mountain communities, and there is more wet weather on the way. Nico Kazori will have the latest forecast coming up.
But our team coverage begins with Leticia Juarez, who has the latest on cleanup efforts in Wrightwood.
This was the river of water pouring into Misty Chang's weekend getaway home after a powerful Christmas Eve storm walloped the community of Wrightwood. And this was the aftermath.
Oh my God.
A soggy and mud-filled mess, in some places nearly reaching to the ceiling.
I just broke down in tears. You know, it's devastating to see, and to see, you know, my neighbors also suffering, you know, the same.
Chang calls it her nightmare before Christmas. The home she bought 3 years ago, pouring her time and money, renovating and restoring the vintage property, erased in a matter of minutes. Outside, Chang's home is surrounded by mud, but inside you can see the impact from the floodwaters by taking a look at this water line. But after 48 hours of steady digging and cleaning, progress is finally visible.
Yeah, 2 days of myself and 8 men and 1 volunteer to dig this out. I mean, it was literally it was taller than myself.
The rush to shovel, scrape, and haul out the thick sludge is a race against time.
It was imperative that everything be fixed immediately before it hardened.
But it's not just homeowners feeling the impact. Air 7 captured these images as the town works to clear streets, neighborhoods, and businesses like the Grand Pine Cabins.
Rocks and a whole bunch of debris everywhere. So that's basically what we're looking at, is cleaning up the debris and making sure it's safe for everybody to get back up here.
The mudslide forced the cabins to close during one of the busiest weeks of the year, the holiday season, dealing a major hit to their bottom line.
This is like our peak. We do like 40% of our business here this time of year. So it's really impacting us in the community.
As the mud is slowly cleared away, the fear now turns to what comes next with another round of rain headed towards an already saturated mountain community still trying to recover.
The world's first titanium nonstick pan. It's gonna blow your hair back.
So, oh gosh, I hope I had the mute button on and it wasn't causing like the echo thing. So basically, like I said, so first you had fire, right?
Devastation in Wrightwood. Cars and
you have fire pruning the ground, burning the ground, which ripening the ground for the greatest destruction. You can't burn a ground the way it's been burned. Well, you can, and he did. Burn a ground the way it's been burned and then throw water on it. This is systematically happening for a result that's going to look like that. I advise everyone to leave California immediately. You know how I even feel about the entire United States. We have to leave this entire country. And I want to leave as soon as I can. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm going to even try even harder. Please, guys, if you're across the pond, donate, get me where you are. Okay? I can do many things. I'm very talented. Oh, we'll work for a new life in food. But yeah, because it doesn't take a rocket scientist. There's people that deal with the ground that know, right? But you don't need to deal with the ground to know that you're softening. You don't burn and then wet it up and soften it. And it's and also we're also talking about a place that is under. I can't even get this out, because if you even say earthquake and you have the burning and now the water on top of the ground that's already heavily burnt, and you have a disruption of what's already a weakening. See, because some of the news broadcasters are actually saying it when you listen, but it's saying it without saying it.
This car, obviously a total loss, and the community will be spending the next few days, weeks, and months cleaning this all up.
The cleanup is now underway as city, county, and utility crews work to restore power and get roads back open. Residents are hunkering down for tonight's round of rain, now hoping it doesn't bring.
This car, obviously a total loss, and the community.
What, bro? So everyone has to leave. Everyone has to leave. There's no sticking around for it. You have to be brave and you have to go. I wish that, because I got married and now I'm not the leader of my household. So now I just can't pick up and leave. So now I'm like hoping that the leader of our household physically, I'm hoping that the leader of our lives ultimately will get inside of the leader of our household physically to get us out of here. And I don't know, but we have to go. You know what I mean? So guys, that's important. And I mean, that was for the breaking news. That was literally 38 minutes ago, what they're going through with the cleanup and all this kind of crap. However, I was literally online the day that Charlie Kirk got shot. And so I did one of these things with the MSN. So this is a part of the breaking part. What? You guys shouldn't go anywhere. Oh gosh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is really sad. Oh, my baby's home now, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. Yes, he's gotten back out there for more therapy. He's autistic. So yeah, I do get some time during the day now, which is why I'm able to go live. And don't forget to check out Princess Life at Saturday nights. And I'm gonna be on time next time, y'all. Oh yeah. So this is working. But this literally was the thing yesterday. It's literally been, I've already said, people were laughing at me and, oh, what is that? What do I do with that? I said that we were going to war, and I said these people, you know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of something you can clearly see. But again. I don't know if you guys can hear him laughing. What is that? Children laughing is, oh my gosh. And literally people, you don't have to be a child to laugh around me. When people laugh, it makes me laugh. So I like to hear people laugh. Yeah. Here it is. So I'm trying to get her thing in here. All right. Shout out to the Master's Voice Prophecy blog. Where we gonna go? Where we go? Do I got I ain't no claps. Oh, all right. Let's go. Hold on. Let's do it again. Shout out to the Master's Voice Prophecy blog, Celestial. Okay? Because if you need someone to steward you in that Bible, she is the one. This is the one. This is the one. She's the one of our time. She is a prophet of our time. And I'm very grateful to that woman. And utmost grateful to Jesus Christ for entrusting that woman. But he knows what's best. And she is doing an amazing job. In any event, so we are going to war. And again, that's why I wanted to show you that channel. Please check her out, because it is a lot going on and it's a lot to handle, and these things are happening regardless. And you would be foolish, and you could still be a Christian, but you could be a foolish Christian to believe that he's coming without great tribulation to us. And so she helps you understand that by way of Jesus Christ. And so it's an amazing channel. She's an amazing woman, and he is an amazing Lord and Savior. Go ahead and check that out. There's a sin series, a repentance playlist. And so these things help steward you into the understanding of sin, of repentance, and really just brings you back to the Holy Bible. And it's amazing. Yes. And so China fires warning. This is, 8 hours ago, China fires a warning to the U.S. and simulates Taiwan blockade. And you wonder why. So people were saying that they were seeing things being lit up in the sky, literally last night, the night before, in different places across the U.S. They did tell us that they were testing weapons. I mean, I don't know, because me personally, I planned out a way to go to outside of America for about $3,000, and then just having the faith and will of God to make it after that. And I am so down. I will so be willing to do that. But unfortunately, again, I'm not the one that can make these kinds of decisions right now fully. And so, but yeah, I wouldn't know what anyone else is waiting around for, because we've not ever lived through war. Are you kidding me? So what war doesn't have POWs? And who are those people going to be? You know what I'm saying? This is awful. And it's really, really bad, because even the way the government is allowing for the people to know is like little bits of spoon feed, don't worry, spoon feed, don't worry, spoon feed. And the meanwhile, I feel like they're going to be like having their backpacks on them, sneaking out of the door. They're sneaking out the back. They're just going to be sneaking out the back. Hong Kong, China. Wow, my brother went to Hong Kong, and I literally was just talking about that yesterday. Hong Kong, China fired rockets, mass assault ships, and flew bombers around Taiwan on Tuesday, simulating a military blockade, and an apparent warning to the United States against supporting the Beijing-claimed island. The second day of the large-scale war games, called Justice Mission 2025, saw the Chinese military encircle Taiwan in its biggest such exercise in 8 months. President Donald Trump said Monday that Chinese President Xi Jinping had not told him about the exercises, but that they did not worry him. Nothing's worrying this guy, though. Does it even matter when he's been located in these Epstein files? Like, this is like way too much. And this is outside of the bombs that so why are they worried about Nigeria and Venezuela? And you've got, why are you picking so many fights all around this globe, man? There are innocent people here that don't want anything to do with this. Get us out of here. Somebody watching, get us out of here. We don't want to be here. We are not Mr. J. Trump, okay? We don't want to be here. We're not picking the fights, okay? I look Asian. I don't have a problem with Asian people or any other person out there. The other side of my hand is white. I don't have a problem with anybody, bro. They've been doing naval exercises for 20 years in that area, he told reporters. Analysts said the intense activity and accompanying rhetoric were aimed at demonstrating China's ability to pressure and isolate Taiwan, but also at deterring U.S. involvement. Wow. So basically, when you do stuff like boom, boom, you said, get back, you burn on. Wow. And he says, not worried about it. Not worried about it. That's I think that's the last thing you do in a fight or do with a bully. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm saying I'm not in a fight, so I just want to leave. That's what I'm saying. But if this person going around picking fights here and there and there, and then people bombing, then what we're going to do. Man, this is a mess. I feel like nobody is gonna really. It's not gonna be a real realization until it's like you hear, woo, woo, that one thing. That one thing that we've not ever heard. And where are those speakers going to be coming from? Though the U.S. has no official relations with Taiwan, it is the self-governing democracy's most important international backer and is legally bound to provide it with defensive weapons. The issue has long strained U.S.-China relations, though it has taken a backseat under Trump amid a trade war between the world's two largest economies. The Chinese Ministry of Defense says the two-day exercises are necessary to defend national security and territorial integrity and serve as stern warning against the Taiwan independence, separatist forces, and interference by external powers. China has not ruled out the use of force to seize Taiwan, an island of 23 million people. The Taiwanese government rejects Beijing's sovereignty claims and strongly condemned the exercise, criticizing China's military activities as groundless and provocative. It said its forces were on high alert. China has disregarded the international community's expectations for peace, insisting instead on undermining regional stability through military intimidation. President La Ching-te said Tuesday in a Facebook post, "Why are presidents posting on social media at all is crazy, bro. Who started it? Was it Trump?" Though China did not specify a reason for the exercises, they were most likely in response to an $11.1 billion U.S. arms package for Taiwan that was announced this month and is thought to be the largest ever, said Ava Shin, a China associate at the Eurasia Group consulting firm. It's only about, I need to get my passport. 46 in San Bruno today. All right, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm starving. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you learned something, if you enjoyed the show at all, make sure you like this video. And if you are fortunate enough, please donate to buymeacoffee.com/GaslitNews so that I can get out of Dodge City, aka Babylon, aka USA. All right, guys. I'm going to see you the next time. Bye. I'm so hungry. Oh my god, I gotta start eating my oatmeal earlier.